What is passion? The dictionary defines it as a strong or extravagant fondness, enthusiasm, or desire for something. In music, the creativity, the emotional connection, the healing power of music, even its aggressiveness creates a burning passion, the sort that propels an everyday kid into the heights as a record industry executive. But what happens when the engine stalls mid-flight? What happens when the passion is gone? Beneath the surface.
My name's Aunt Rich, and my technical title is Manager of Urban A&R at Jive Records. So first and foremost, the finding and developing of talent. But recently I've been expanding into the marketing side of things. I'm doing lifestyle marketing for Mickey Facts.
Define what the record label or the record industry is calling lifestyle, because that's an interesting...
Lifestyle, it's really, if you call it lifestyle, I like to refer to it almost like it's pop culture. And Kanye West, hate him or love him, he really opened the doors for these group of rappers who are really, their music is really based on pop culture, art, fashion.
How did you get to the point that you're at now? I mean, let's just go back to the beginnings when you first...
I decided sort of halfway through college that I wanted to be in the music business. And I didn't really know where to turn, but I saw John Forte at Bloomingdale's. He was with the Fugees at the time. And I told him, I was like, I'm just trying to get an internship. I don't know where to start. So he gave me the number to his product manager. And I called her every day for like a month. And next thing you know, I had my first internship. And for the next, 3 or 4 years, I just interned constantly, all different labels, until eventually they started paying me to be there. I went to a very conservative college. It was predominantly white, and being at the forefront of hip hop culture as a white kid made you a bit of an outcast. And I think for me, it was trying to show the rest of these kids who didn't understand my fascination with hip hop, who didn't understand the beauty of the poetry and it was about trying to show these other white kids, like, this is not, this isn't just a bunch of gangsters running around, like, spitting into a mic. Like, this is real music, this is real culture.
Now, see, that brings me to another question. The exodus from the music by its black patrons. It seems like you go to a concert now, you're going to see a sea of white kids, Asian kids.
Especially if it's old school.
Yeah. You're not going to see no black kids. And I mean, you'll see young white kids. Now,
I cannot figure that. I don't get it. Because when I was young and I would go to those concerts, it was all black. I was the minority. Cool. I think a big part of that is the new rap generation doesn't pay homage to the old cats. They have black fans, yeah. They're not teaching them about the Cool G raps, the KRS-Ones.
And how does that impact your job now? Because now we transfer to lifestyle marketing. What now?
It's kind of gotten watered down to a lot of it is just making the artist look cool. Making the artist look cool, and it's also coming down to revenue streams. Trying to pair up a liquor and an artist. Let's get money for the video. Trying to cut a deal, for some tour support money. That's kind of what it's come down to. Yeah, it's about cosigns. It's about, it's like, it seems every rapper breaking is getting broke by, like a cosign. Or it's, music in general. You look at the Billboard charts and people are like, I turn on the radio, everything sounds the same. That's because the same 5 or 6 producers are making all the pop music.
How does that impact your job as an A&R?
It makes it so difficult to develop real talent.
Is it kept? What about passion? Do you have any anymore?
I have a ton, and I sometimes have to leave it out the door.
Yeah.
And just chase hits here, unfortunately.
How does that feel, my G? Because it's gotta be...
It's terrible, but what I do is I find other ways to exercise that passion. I'm involved in this project called Playing for Change, and it is like my ultimate passion
What is
project.
Playing for Change?
Playing for Change, we took Stand By Me and we took it all over the world. And we had musicians, it didn't matter. We had one prerequisite for recording with these artists: talent. We were just going into places from Africa and Europe and America and South America, and we were recording people's take on Stand By Me. Then we edited it all together, made one video out of it. Then we went back, we did One Love, War No More Trouble, made it into a film, produced a soundtrack. I partnered up with Norman Lear, the television producer.
Yes.
What we're trying to do is we're trying to connect the world through music. I feel like music is that's the only thing that's going to connect the world. You know, race, religion, politics.
Yes.
That's all
Because
divided.
it's transcendent.
Music is no matter where we went, whether we were in Gugulet, South Africa, Solis, France, Moscow, everyone knew Stand By Me, everyone knew One Love. And now we're going back to these areas and we're building music schools. And all these music schools are going to be connected, so these kids are going to learn together. So you're going to have kids in Palestine connected with kids in a music school in Israel. That's how we're going to end all this destruction. And so that passion that I have to leave walking that I took that with me and I threw it into Playing for Change.
See, that's dope, and respect, dude. See, I'm not only do I'm impressed by it and I admire it. You know what I mean? Really, the part that is disconcerting to me is that you're one of the cats that is a part of the machine that's the gateway to what my kids and so many other kids hear. Like, they gonna hear what come out of here. Mm-hmm. And what you're saying at the end of the day is that, yo, you have no passion for this anymore, that you have to put your passion at the door because, yo, this is just a machine.
I think the good news and the bad news is I think these labels are gonna get so big it's just gonna crumble, and I think the indies are gonna rise again. You look at like what Downtown Records is doing, what Fool's Gold is doing. That's music I can be passionate about, and they're starting to, you know, like take an artist like Santi Gold that was purely independent and she got massive. MIA, same thing. I'm trying to figure out how to, you know, we have Battery Records now, which is like an incubator label, and they're giving me more freedom to try to work with these artists who are more musical, who are more artistic, who are real artists. So I feel like it's coming back. You just gotta weather the storm. We've had 10 years of shit. And then the other thing too, you have to realize, the other thing that I am passionate about is, you know, even when the music is maybe not necessarily at an all-time high, the influence you can have just in terms of opportunity and the business opportunity that exists through music is higher than it ever was. And you know, maybe you're putting out music that's not great, but at the same time, you're showing a kid how you could sign an artist, get them signed to a record deal, start a clothing label, you know, start a cologne, you know, start a brand of liquor. Like, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is.
Showing a kid in the hood
right.
how this rapper now has a line that's in Macy's and Bloomingdale's.
That's right. Alright, so let me just throw this at you then. Young Ant just got his first Raising Hell CD. You know what I'm saying? Loving it, checking it out, like, yo, I'm feeling it. Yo, these dudes on the front, you know what I'm saying? Just alright. Hearing the lyrics, hearing the music, beginning to be exposed to the lifestyle. That young cat right there, he come knocking on the door right now and he meets you right now. What does he think?
Wow, that's a really good question. It's good to see you're still in the culture. It's looking a little shiny.
Yeah.
Looking a little shiny.
Yeah.
Shirt's a little tight. Jeans a little skinny. But you're still in hip hop.
Yeah.
You still look pretty cool.
Is he proud of you? Is he proud of the work you do here?
Proud of the work I've done. Proud of certain things I've done. And you can see that I'm still passionate. I got a plan.
I get the sense that you miss the passion. I get the sense that even though you're doing good,
I do. Yeah.
That it's hurting you not to be able to do what you're doing here on the scale that it seemed like it could come out of here. Like it's.
Yeah, you know, look, you make plans and God laughs at you. You know, I had visions of. Man, I miss going to a club with a bunch of vinyl under my arm. Like, yo, check out this new, you know?
That's right, talk about it, right on.
Miss it, you know, I miss the block parties, you know, I miss just, oh my God, I heard this kid, he could spit. Let's get him in here ASAP. Now it's like he can spit. Okay, great. Who cares? How many spins does he have? How many block? You know, what block? You know. But it is what it is. You adapt and you try to figure out how to put yourself in a position to regain that passion. You know, it could be worse. I could not be in music at all, and that would suck.